How do you make money while traveling? Hey guys, welcome back to Live, Love, Life, and Travel. This is your girl Shamika, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I post on the daily and I post all my travel videos throughout the weekday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I post free talk videos on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alright, so let's get started. It's a topic that I have been asked so many times, not just on YouTube, but through my Instagram, through my other social media. If you're not following, you should follow. And also just on my daily basis, when I meet other travelers and find out how long I've been traveling, I get asked this question: how do you make money while traveling? And I apologize that it's taken me this long to make this video. I have my reasons, because I wanted to make sure I was giving good advice, and I wasn't really sure exactly what I was going to be like really focusing on my travels, and I've done different things. And so, but you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and make the video because everybody's been requesting it. Alright, so this is gonna be a 2 to 3 part video, because if I try to cram it all in, it's gonna be too long. And for the first part, I want to talk about what I've done and what I do now presently to make money as I'm traveling. And then in my other videos, I want to share with you all the other ways you can make money while traveling, because there's so many ways. In part 2, I may talk about sort of all the digital nomad types of jobs you can do while traveling, and in part 3, I'm going to talk about all the other ways you can extend your travels or travel doing some types of work overseas. So stay tuned for part 2 and part 3. But this video is just about what I've done while traveling, so let's get started. Okay, so there are 2 jobs I did, 3 jobs I've done in the past that I don't do anymore. One that I will pick up again, and it's an amazing way to make money while traveling. So the first way when I first started traveling, when I first came to Thailand, I was doing a job that I was previously doing for a couple of months back in LA. And before I tell you what this is, first of all, don't judge me. And second of all, it's definitely not for everybody at all. It's not a generalized commercial blanketed job that everybody kind of wants to get into. Basically, the first job that I had was I was a cam girl. Yes, a cam girl. If you don't know what a cam girl is, go ahead and just Google it. It wasn't your regular cam girl. I didn't, get naked or do sexual acts on cam. I was actually an online dominatrix. So yeah, you may be asking, how can you be a dominatrix online? Basically, I stood in front of a camera and I gave men orders to do what to do to themselves. There's a bunch of different things. There's a bunch of different things you can do that I'm not going to get into in this video, because this is not about my camming career or my dominatrix career. But if you do want to know more about it, go ahead and leave it in the description, and I'll make another separate video about that. But a lot of girls do cam to finance their travels. I know one girl who is traveling the world right now on a sailboat, and she cams on her sailboat. But mind you, it's not very conducive to traveling, because you have all your equipment that you have to travel with. Plus you need really good Wi-Fi. So if you do travel in cam, you have to stay at expensive places, because you have to make sure they have good Wi-Fi, and you have to have privacy. So it's not really conducive to traveling. I didn't stop. I stopped for that reason, but I also stopped because I wasn't passionate about it, and you have to actually put a lot more work into it than people think it is. And I'm not all about putting that much effort into something I don't give a shit about. I was really good at it for some odd reason, but I didn't give a crap about it. So yeah, I didn't stop because of moral reasons or ashamed or guilty or anything like that. I literally just stopped because I wasn't passionate about it. It was taking too much time, and it just wasn't conducive or convenient to travel with. So let's get to the next one. So the second thing that I did while I was traveling was drop shipping. Now this is a job that is an amazing way to make money while traveling. Again, I'm not going to get into all the details. If anybody want to know the details on how to do certain things, just leave a comment below and I will go into it in another video. But drop shipping is an amazing way. It can be a digital sort of lifestyle, or it can be a passive way of income. You can either put your time into it, or you can set it all up in this setback and let it just automate itself, or have it automated. And I am definitely going to get back into dropshipping. Anybody can do it. It's in a really good way. And if I still have my dropshipping store, I would be making I would be good right now. You may be asking, then why don't I have it anymore? Because I didn't plan it out well enough. I just sort of like, I'm just all about like jumping in head first, and I need to think first sometimes. Sometimes I love that about myself. I do. I love it. I like to be fearless, but sometimes I make mistakes, and I learn from those mistakes. So I didn't plan ahead, and basically, long story short, I'm really good at figuring out what's gonna sell, and basically I had way more sales than I had supply. And if you know about dropshipping, you may be kind of confused by that, but I would explain it in another video if you guys want to know all the details and stuff like that. But dropshipping was the other thing that I was doing while I was traveling in the first half of my travels, and it is an amazing way to travel, and I'm definitely going to get back into it. I'm working on it as we speak. Okay, and so the third thing that I did was I volunteered at a hostel. I volunteered at the biggest party hostel on Koh Phangan, which is an amazing way to extend your travels by volunteering. There's a bunch of websites you can go onto to find volunteer people who are looking for volunteers all over the world. Woofing and Workaway and a bunch of other places, or you can just come to the islands and go to a place and just walk around and ask if they're hiring. A lot of resorts and hostels in foreign countries hire English speaking volunteers because they want people to react to the customers, because a lot of if they have just a bunch of locals working there and that can't speak fluent English, then it's harder to react with the guests and stuff like that. So volunteering is an amazing way to extend your travels, to travel. Definitely something I'll probably do again. You guys might have seen the video that I did about me working at this hostel, and it didn't end well, but I'm not going to let that blanket my judgment of all volunteer jobs. I know it's still an amazing way to extend your travels and to go traveling. Once again, if you want me to go into more details on how you can get all the websites and how you can be a part of this, then let me know in the comments and I will make another video about it. Alright, so those are the 3 things that I did in the past. Those were the first halves of my travels, how I funded my travels, how I extended my travels. So now we're going to get into what I do now. So right now what I do is my main source of income is Amazon Turk, and it's a sister site of Amazon, and it's a sort of a work on your computer, work at home digital nomad type of job. It's a site where a lot of individuals or businesses go and post small little jobs, from filling out a survey to writing an article to writing a review to listening to someone's music and telling them your opinion about it. So what Amazon Turk is, and none of these things are except the camming and the dropshipping can actually be pretty lucrative if you put your time into it and you plan right. But Amazon Turk is definitely not a get rich thing. It takes time. The thing with Amazon Turk is when you first start, you make nothing. You make nothing at all. Like you're making pennies. But the more jobs you do and the more jobs you get approved for, like your approval rate is good, then the better jobs you have access to. So I went from only having access to 50-cent jobs, now I have access to $200 jobs. Now those jobs are hard to get because there's a lot of competition, but I'm just saying, like, the more levels you go up, the better jobs you have access to. So it's kind of a tricky situation because you have to put a lot of time into to get to the higher levels so you can get access to those jobs, but you're not going to be making much money while you're doing that. So if you're going to do Amazon Turk, I would suggest you already have a savings or you have some other income coming in. When I started, I was still doing the camming and the drop shipping and hostel work kinda. And so again, I'm not going to go that detailed into it. I have a lot of great advice when it comes to being an Amazon Turker or M-Turker. So if you want me to make another video about that, please comment below and I will make another video. So that's my main source of income at this point. I worked myself up to the point where it can pretty much support me through my Southeast Asian travels anyway. If I was back at home, it would probably pay for my gas, my bills, and my food, probably not my rent. The other thing that I'm doing is YouTube, and YouTube again is definitely not a get rich scheme. Do not go into YouTube thinking you're gonna blow up and have a viral video right away and you're gonna make all this money, because for the most part, for almost 100% of the time, that don't happen. It happens for the small 1% of people. But if you're gonna start a YouTube video, I just start it. Like, that's the biggest advice that any YouTuber will give you, is just start it with the equipment that you have, with the plan of updating. Like, I'm doing right now using just my webcam, but I'm gonna buy a new camera. You have to be persistent, and yes, if people may not know this, that people do get paid from the ads that you see on YouTube. Even if you don't watch the ads, even if you skip it, even if you click out of it, we still get paid for it just being seen for a split second. So that's how you get paid from AdWords, and then as you get bigger, you can start getting sponsorships, and that's how a lot of the big YouTubers make money, through sponsorships. A lot of the stuff when they are talking about a certain thing, that's a sponsored episode. And so I'm almost reaching 1,000, so I can start going on places like FameBit and start to reach out to different sponsors and see if I can get sponsorship. 5,000 is pretty much a sweet spot, but you can start at 1,000 in certain sponsored like websites. FameBit is the one that I've been hearing out the most. Again, if you want to hear more details about that, just comment below and I go more into it. So YouTube is another way. The next way is something that I am working on right now, which is e-Kindle. I just published 3 books, a series of books on e-Kindle ebooks, and it's an amazing way to make passive income. Again, I just got into it, so I'm not an expert at it, but there are plenty of videos on YouTube that will teach you and train you how to set up e-Kindle. I have to say, be careful though, because there's a lot of people out there training you to do it a very scammy type of way, like making a book 5,000 words of just bullshit and then putting a link, like they make books, a big book of 5 different languages, and they'll put a link saying if this is the language you speak, click it, and they'll put English all the way in the back. So when Amazon Kindle was paying you per word, it looks like you read 5,000 pages and you did it. You just went to the back of the book. So this is a scammy way, and Amazon is definitely cracking down on that stuff. If you get caught scamming people, they will shut you down, and you may never be able to do another e-Kindle series or write another e-Kindle book again. So I would suggest, if you're looking at training videos, like, make sure they're not teaching you like tricky scammy ways and how to do it. But there's a lot, like the great thing about e-Kindle is that you need absolutely no money to start. e-Kindle, to publish the book on Amazon is absolutely free. To publish the book for audio is absolutely free. To publish the book for CreateSpace, which is a print on demand, is absolutely free. Everything is free, so you can write the book, publish the book, edit the book, and do the cover all yourself. You can do the marketing all yourself, or you can pick and choose what you want to actually outsource and pay for that, or you can outsource the whole thing. So you can start with no money, or you can put in a few $1,000s, have somebody outsource it, but then that'll be your property for the rest of your life, and you can make money off of it for the rest of your life. So it's a great way to make passive income. It's something that I'm just getting into, so I'm not an expert at it yet, and I will continue to let you guys know how that is going. But that's the other way that I'm starting to make money as I'm traveling. And then I'm going to get into drop shipping, and I'm building a website right now with affiliate links and affiliate programs and blogging and stuff like that. Those are my future endeavors. Those are the things I've been working on, and that's why like you don't see me out and about all the time, because I am working on my businesses and trying to like, you know, put the time in now so I can continue my travels and have money coming in. So that's it, guys. Those are the ways that I make money while traveling, but there are so many ways you can make money while traveling. So if you didn't hear anything that I said that you think that is good for you, stay tuned for my other videos, because I'm going to talk about all the other ways you can make money while traveling. Some is great for everybody else, but I'm not that into, but some I actually do want to get into, so stay tuned for those. Again, when I first started, I did camming, I did drop shipping, which I want to get back into. I volunteered at a hostel, which is a great way to extend your travels. Now what I do is Amazon Turk, YouTube, and I'm writing a series of books. So there you go, that's what I did. I hope it was all cracked up to what you thought it was going to be. Yeah, probably not, I don't know. Speaking of e-Kindle books, I have a great offer for you guys. I am about to put my ebooks up for free for 4 days, and so you can go download my books right now and you can download them for absolutely free. You can either if you don't have a Kindle, you can still download the app on your smartphone or on your pad, and so you can still read the books absolutely for free. And if you guys know my story, that I was extremely physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually abused throughout my whole entire life. I struggled with depression and suicidal thoughts, and I just had a really rough upbringing, and I made it from there to where I am now. And I'm trying to share the wisdom of how to get over anger and pain, how to get over traumatic childhoods or child abuse, how to get over fear and stuff like that. And so I wrote a series book to try to inspire other people to not allow their past dictate their future and dictate their life. So if you guys want to download my book, I'll put the links below. And all I ask, if you're going to download the books, and being that they are for free, that you just please leave me a review, preferably a positive review. And if you want to leave me a positive review but you still have some critiques, I very, very much welcome them, because right now I'm working on my 4th book, which is going to be how to get over fear, how not to let fear stop you, but it's going to be combined with my travel book. And my travel book is going to have all the details of my travels so far for this past year and a half, like all the nitty gritty, all the bad, all the good, all the ugly, all the amazing. It's going to be very detailed, so that's a book that I'm really excited about. But if you have any critiques for the books that I have now, it would be great to hear them so I can implement those critiques in my 4th book. So yeah, the links below. Please, please, please download, please support me and help inspire others. Yeah, so anyway, that's the end of my video. A little bit of like shameless sponsorship for myself there. Anyway, see you for the next video. I think I'm going to upload, yeah, I'm going to upload the next 2 videos in a row. So tomorrow and the next day you'll see the other how to make money while traveling. Again, if you have any questions about anything I said, if you want to know the details or how-tos, comment below. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to share this video, please share it. It really helps. And if you want to continue to follow my journey on this crazy game called life, please subscribe. Thank you guys from Live, Love, Life, and Travel.